Law and advocates are working together on a new way to help victims of domestic violence. The North Carolina Attorney General joined the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department and Safe Alliance to talk about a test coming to departments across the state. Spectrum News reporter Katie Solt joins us now live from CMPD headquarters. And Katie, what is this test and how is it helping?
So, Tim, the Lethality Assessment Protocol is a simple screening for law enforcement officers to use when they respond to domestic violence calls. It's 11 questions that they'll ask these victims, and they may seem simple, but they're saving lives.
Fear was and still is his most powerful weapon.
For 6 years, Audra Toussaint endured mental and physical abuse at the hands of her boyfriend. She says it got worse after she asked him to move out in 2014.
He came to my house and held me there against my will for several hours.
When he left and her friend was able to call 911, CMPD officers came to her rescue.
I cannot remember every question that they asked me, but I do remember that they asked me if I feared for my safety and if I felt like he might try to kill me.
Those are just 2 of the 11 questions on the Lethality Assessment Protocol, a list of questions CMPD has been asking domestic violence victims since 2012. Last year alone, officers conducted 3,000 assessments.
It helps us save lives. Out of that, about 3,000 assessments, about half of those people we found were in high danger.
On top of asking victims questions that can save their lives, it also gives them access to resources in the area so victims know exactly who to call.
Research shows us that in the year prior to being killed by an intimate partner, almost 50% of victims contacted the police, while only 4% contacted a domestic violence program.
While Charlotte has had the protocol in place for about 7 years, the Attorney General is now expanding it to other counties, hoping to break the cycle plaguing our state.
It will enable us to prevent disaster from striking before it occurs.
Now again, CMPD has used the Lethality Assessment Protocol here for 7 years, but the Attorney General is making it mandatory because there were dozens of counties across North Carolina that weren't using this protocol, and he wants to make sure that every resident has access to resources and safety measures to save their life. Live in Uptown Charlotte, Katie Solt, Spectrum News.